In our last two episodes, we introduced Jim's long-lusted after 65 Dodge A100. He hauled it home, we stripped it down, and got to work bringing it back to life. We were on the hunt for a 4-barrel intake with no luck until we finally scored one. We bolted it on, caused a little chaos, and ended with a backfire that left us and you hanging. Now, we're picking up where we left off, smoke, fire, and maybe, just maybe, a running A100. Third time's a charm, right?
I'm not getting in this time.
So.
Motor's great.
Throwing dust everywhere, but that's good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
We don't have any oil leaks. It's really good so far. I'm digging it. But
Wouldn't adjust. But
I'm wondering if the plate underneath has got us a vacuum leak under here, but I can't imagine it having one under. Let's put this on there. Mess with that. We may have to take that plate back off. I'll have to look at that a little more if it continues to do that.
We gotta put the radiator back in.
huh?
At some point, we got to put the radiator back in, but the most important thing is the back of the box so that we can do the
Wiring, yeah.
yes. So we really need these two essential pieces right here to go back into the A100 in order to put the radiator in and get the radiator hoses run for this front part of the box here. And the back part will be grounding certain electrical things that Caroline knows all about, and she needs that piece to be mounted back on so that she can finish her wiring job. These other pieces we're just going to go ahead and paint because it's going to make the dog box look really, really good.
Got Scotch Brite sweatshop over there and paint mixing boy over here. What you mixing up, Pops?
Little PPG Hot Rod Black.
Painting subjects. It's gonna be a good time. Let's see how much hate we get for painting outside again. Just for further clarification, we have looked into this and it's perfectly legal, and yeah, we're just here having a good time and we don't have a paint booth here, so gotta do what you gotta do, right? Are we good?
That should be plenty to do 2 coats. Move fast, make it thick.
1, 2, 3. All right. Let's paint. Sure, we could have just used some rattle can paint to get this job done, but we have pretty much everything here to use a gun, so why not? The finish wasn't the most perfect thing ever in my eyes, but it sure will look a heck of a lot better since the doghouse takes up nearly 40% of the cab when it's all put back together.
We've got our freshly painted dog box back in on the back side here. We don't have the seal to go in here. We've been waiting on that for days and days and days. We're just gonna head and we're running out of time, so we're just gonna have to put this back in without the seal. And you can do that later. So it looks like the key is turning the motor over, which is awesome. And really now we just got to find the power to the distributor with the key on, and this thing fires right up every time, right?
Figure out.
You got the key fixed?
Key's fixed, but I'm trying to figure out.
Got something right there.
I really don't like old school Mopar voltage regulators. So at least let's just get it running. Let's get it figured out tuning wise, and then I can come back and figure out alternator. Plus, there's no telling if that alternator is even going to work. So if that doesn't happen, we could possibly do a one wire situation.
Oh, that's interesting. So it idled down, and then it, as soon as you gave it a little gas, it started
going back up. So it's definitely acting like a vacuum leak, but it's not around that carb plate.
I mean, it could be the carb, you know. We just got to do some more adjusting on it. We'll see. It sounds really good. It's a little smoky, but I think that's just from the rings that have been sitting forever. They need to seat in a little bit.
Yes, I do agree with that.
Oops.
You're gonna fix that, right?
Fix what?
That.
All this stuff.
Knucklehead. Can you grind a needle nose too while you're at it?
Why don't you give me a list now of everything you need instead of making me go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth?
That's way more fun that way. You find it? You either want this done or not. Give it to me. Oh.
Alright, we gotta be really careful with the fan, obviously.
Yep.
Maybe put the towel over the fan.
That could have been bad.
Like, it can't be wadded. It'll have to be. Yeah, there you go. Like,
I'm working on it. I gotta get another foot in here first. Hold on. Okay. Now we're cooking with some grease. It's gotta come towards me first. Alright.
follow your lead. I'm looking real good.
Okay, just on the other side of that. There we go. Alright, now you can come down. I'm good on my side.
1 second.
We're on the wrong side of that. Just tight. There you go. You want me to go down?
No.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a butterfly issue. That's not...
It's binding right here.
Okay.
I felt it as soon as I hit it.
I heard it the moment you touched it, so... Definitely not a vacuum leak. That's good.
He sounds really good. Hello. And then I fixed it. You know, when I wiggled it, I got it to go back. Well, I'm losing all feeling in my knees.
Yeah, that's not the most comfortable position to sit in, that's for sure.
The thing is, butterflies just catching open, staying open.
Got no fuel gauge. Them's bouncing around.
Starting to get some flow. Charging. Woo, she's putting out some heat. Man. Charging? Sweet. Sweet little engine. Yeah, I got a runner. I thought it would be a runner. We talked to the guy that owned it. He parked it and he just didn't drive it again. So 15 years later, here she is, rocking and rolling. We do need to figure that out, though.
I don't think you realize how happy I am that I don't have to wire in the alternator.
No, but...
This is easy. This is nothing
okay.
compared to that.
Okay.
I just did this for testing purposes, so...
We got a little runner here. This is cool.
Looks like everything's... I don't think the fuel gauge has enough fuel to read fuel. So we need to get some more gas, but it wants to move, so I think it'll work. The alternator's working, the temp gauge I think is working. I think you're looking good, Jimmy.
Nice. I said I've been a loser without my Hoosiers, but that's about to change.
Once we nailed down that butterfly issue and got it to run right, it was just time to assess all of our wiring issues. But before I wanted to crawl back under this beauty, I really think it was finally time to give it its long-awaited bathing. You want to grab the cameras and come over here and look at this?
Look at the one on the inside. Turn it over.
Are those things active?
No, I think you're okay. Nasty, though. So if that doesn't explain why I'm taking the headlight bezels off, then I don't know how I could explain it any better. These headlight buckets have a drain that's prone to clogging, and since we're already upgrading the bulbs, we decided to disassemble and clean them now. An upgrade that y'all have seen us do quite a bit is the LED upgrade to our headlight bulbs. I strongly prefer and suggest LED upgrades if you can sub out the incandescents that come in them. We really enjoy the Holley Retro Brights because they're plug and play, they're super bright, and they do come in a vintage white color if you don't like that bluish undertone of typical LEDs. Jim had never seen these before, so before completely tearing them apart, I had to plug one in for him and show him what it's all about.
I do like magic.
Right.
Looks the same to me.
Hold on. Yeah. I'm working on it.
Supposed to plug them in and then.
I didn't want to drop.
Oh God!
Oh, whoa. Wait. Oh, yeah. Is it on?
It's on.
Oh, it's on.
It's on.
Damn.
Sure, that's not the reflection of the sun.
Yeah, that's a
Blind to the crap.
Do I
out of
look
me.
pale? I understand. LEDs are bright. Do not get me wrong on that. But from day one, I have always felt strongly about making that upgrade because the road nowadays is full of them. Almost all new factory production vehicles come with such bright headlights. So to simplify my argument, if you can't beat them, join them. Plus, when you're in a classic, you want to eliminate as many risks of people not seeing you as possible. It really is so special being able to do this for Jim, having him put up with our shenanigans with both Corvettes that we've pretty much blown apart in his garage, but also it's nice to be able to do this for someone who's just so darn excited about their car. Jim truly is a truck guy through and through, but something about this A100 pickup is just the perfect level of quirky for him, and I just can't imagine him driving anything else. Alright, moment of truth. I get to see what these new Holley Retro Brights look like. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good upgrade. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I like the modern white. It really kind of cleans it up a bit. The dimmer switch needs a little bit of help, but I gotta say, I think we did a good thing here. If you guys are looking to pick up some retro brights, definitely recommend you do. They're an awesome upgrade. They'll keep you safe on the road. They're LEDs, so they won't drain your battery, and they just look awesome. I mean, come on. That's freaking great. Brand spanking new.
I put something to make it go faster.
That's cool, man.
Just hit the brake pedal.
Brake pedals on.
Off.
Off.
So that switch does work.
Yeah, you got to have pressure in the line. Like, that's the whole thing, too. You got to pump that up.
No. So I cut all the wires because there's a bunch of cross-pollination with a bunch of wires in the back.
Okay.
So like some of those wires had like 2 volts on them. I just clipped them all off and they have steady numbers, so we're good. Now I need you to pull the headlight switch when I tell you to put it on running lights.
Okay.
Which means everything in the front is functioning properly. It's the back that's the mess, which I figured was the problem.
Just keep figuring. You're doing a great job. It's a nice day today.
Okay, so I'm looking at a couple diagrams because the D100s are the same, pretty much in the same year. A100's a little more niche. So everything has a specific wire for everything because everything is grounded to the body. So they don't have their own dedicated ground wires.
Okay.
So everything's working good. It's like going to the back.
Cool.
It looks like our LED lights that I ordered from Amazon will be here between like noon and 3. So
Cool.
I'll hook those in and that'll be able to figure stuff out. But I'm going to clean everything up because somebody used those little snap butt connectors. Those really crappy ones. So I'm just going to be out of there all day rewiring stuff.
All right.
Be fun.
Get hot. I'm going to go take a nap. Look at this ride.
It's a critter. It's a critter. I'll pop the hood. Oh yeah, you don't pop the hood, or
You might as well. Shoot.
see what anything's on fire yet. You know?
Oh, yeah. What do you got? LS3 in here?
Yeah, well, there's 3 there.
Nice.
5 1/4.
Sweet.
Not much.
This is, man.
I think we can.
We get
Take
treats.
it out, put it in there. Yeah.
This is a treat. How you doing? I'm James.
James, Jeff. Nice
Good to meet you, buddy.
Caroline,
Caroline, yeah. See. Nice to meet you guys.
This is great, man. 1,200 RPM, 90 miles an hour.
I know. Yeah.
That's a cruiser, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Quiet's down.
The 56.
Yep, a little dirty in there for you, but go ahead and do whatever you want. Pop it.
Beautiful.
Dude, this is like the maybe a bit more pearl, but kind of the same pearl essence I want on the 356. This is cool. I've never seen this color combo on a 56.
It's just like Jim's car show here on the corner.
Yeah, this doesn't suck. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'll take visits like this like all day long. Nice wheels and tires. I like the meats on the back. This is pretty sweet. Nice color too. I really do like that silver to white.
I love it. I love the whole thing. One day. Actually, I kind of want a 57, but after seeing the Power Tour with Jeff's 56, I don't know, and now seeing this, 56 would be cool.
She's beautiful.
Gorgeous. And the LS just makes it.
Yeah. Chevy. Dodge. Chevy. Dodge. I don't know. Yeah, this thing's done right, man. Yeah, we just keep getting like the coolest cars coming by and people driving by on their rides saying hi to us. This is another one of Jim's buddies who brought his 56 wagon here, and we're pretty impressed.
I really like this transmission cooler too.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's a
Good stuff.
personal thing, dude.
Done right.
Yeah, yeah. Little deal there.
Access door,
Little
nice,
access
nice.
door for the gas tank.
Yeah.
You know, in case the fuel pump hopefully never goes out. But and then these here just
Oh,
to keep
hey,
the.
hey, come on. Let's go. Let's get in the garage.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Shut
shit.
it down!
Come on.
Shut it down!
Winston.
This guy's insane.
It's Winston.
Hey man, what's up? What's going on? Are these things for sale? Whoa! You gotta give me a price. Come on, this one too. I'm package deal. Well, Jim, what do you think? Come on, give me a price. Well, you even know how something like this would cost? $5 grand. Yeah, see, we're way off. I'll give you $100.
How did you just go from $5 to $100?
Well, I need meat on the bone, man. Whoa! Whoa!
Something just ain't right about you.
I sound like somebody on somewhere. I can't remember his
Hey, man, come back in a couple hours when we need some cleanup. All right?
Yeah, cool, man.
We'll put you to work.
Woohoo! Yeah, you do look like
What do you got in your pockets? What's in your pockets? What do you got?
Yeah. Oh, go back in gear. Yep. There you go. Looks like that's working good.
Hey, Speedo works.
We've got a transmission and a motor.
I'm digging it. All right, we are very close to driving this thing. We're gonna work on those brake lights. I say we. Yeah, you. Man, that run is awesome. I love that Jim has to look at that every time he gets in his truck and think of you.
I'm giving him a thumbs up on the back side of the camera.
I'm number one. I love you. You're awesome. Ugh! I have never seen a rubber or a rubberized oil pressure line. This line right here is the oil pressure line that goes all the way up, runs underneath the cab, and goes like that's the rubber line, and it goes up to this oil pressure gauge up here, which is awesome. I mean, it all still works. It's not leaking. There's no issues with it. We're gonna leave it, obviously, but I've never seen a rubber line like that. It's always been copper or like one of the little plastic, hoses. Like I would have figured back in '65 they would have not used a rubber line, maybe a copper line or something, but that looks all original. Pretty cool.
God, they made so many cool.
Mine was oval.
Man, you make that hat look good.
I know. I make a lot of things look good. Thank you.
Be cruising in the 55 with the old HHWheels hat
Yours
on.
looks good too with the A100.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oops. Shock. Now we're doing these washers off here. Oh my God. That's back. Shocks should not be this hard to take on and off. Monroe trash can. Losing high, losing high, yeah.
Reels up the fields, up the bee, by bee.
Those lights turned out really good, dude.
Those lights are amazing.
Retro brights, the way to go. You want to blind somebody? Turn those bad boys on. Last day here in Vallejo. We have got to get this truck running and driving. This is kind of crunch time. I don't know how we get ourselves into these crunch times. We always think we have plenty of time to work on these vehicles. And for some reason, we always seem to we run out of time. The thing was running really, really good. I think we'll be getting to go out and drive it today with no problems. Brakes are good. Wiring's looking really good. I think we have brake lights now. Now we just have to wire up the ignition switch. Yesterday I had to take the bottom plate off the carburetor and actually sand the finish off of the butterfly on the bottom because it was catching and it was holding the butterfly open, and that's why we couldn't get the idle down below 1,000 RPMs. But now we've got that fixed. Once I sanded that, put the bottom plate back on. The heck? I don't know what. What is that? That is literally a car backing out of their driveway, and that's their brakes. Holy crap. This is the first time I've ever had a brand new carburetor come like that where I've had to adjust those things and do some adjustments on the butterflies. So it is a brand new Holley carburetor. We love Holley, and we're glad that they were able to send us that carburetor for this vehicle. I'm trying to think. It's new starter, new carburetor, new HEI distributor, new radiator hoses. The water pump seems to be working perfect. All the gauges seem to be coming to life and working perfect. I don't see any reason why we should be driving this thing today. Oh yeah. Victory is ours.
James, check it out. Got that yesterday.
What the heck, man? You're always coming up with this cool stuff. Where'd you get that?
A guy was walking by carrying this in his hand, and I said, why are you carrying a trash can, vintage trash can? He said, I just got it at a garage sale. And so I made him an offer on it, and he took it, and here it is. Now it's part of my collection.
So he bought it for $1 and you paid, you paid $100 for it.
No, I paid $30 for it.
Oh!
Yeah. I think it's worth at least $100.
That thing's sweet, man.
Yeah. Right on.
So, wiring expert, how are things? Oh, you gotta have some of this. It's like,
You spit in it?
no.
Tastes like home.
Yeah.
Oh. Go ahead, keep going. Keep going. A little more. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
It'll go all the way up to the dash.
You
Hurry up, would you?
I'll try.
Whoa. That's all trailer wire crap?
Yep. It really doesn't do anything, so.
Just garbage, huh?
Yep. Perfect.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Perfect length.
You know, I've never even seen that video.
Really?
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, I've heard so many people make fun of it.
You don't have to see it to understand it, trust me.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
It's kind of like that one where it's like.
Even Dave Kindig made fun of it on his show.
Have you seen?
Would you look at that?
Let's see if I did my job correctly.
Are we gonna have ignition?
Yeah. So, what happened originally? Yeah, that works too. It's the gremlin of the A100. What happened originally is someone took the hot wire to run power to the back, took it from the ignition, right? They took the wire, they stripped it, but they didn't cut it. And they made a little hole in all the little wires inside that one wire, right? Twist another one and then put electrical tape around it.
For their connection.
For their connection. That's why the thing was hot all the time.
Caroline has discovered this nice wad of house wire.
I wasn't kidding.
You aren't. Yeah, it's house wire. It's a nice wad of house wire. All the way to the back that they use for some kind of brake light system. This extra trailer light or something. Very weird. There you go. Wad of wire down there.
Goodbye to that garbage.
So you feeling proud of yourself? You look like your chest is out. You're like proud, rocking and rolling. Well now.
Yes, I am proud of myself. Thanks for asking.
We get the wheels and tires on this thing and we're ready to roll.
Sweet. I like the sound of that.
Man, seat time.
I know, I'm excited. What are these out of? Like, these just make me think of like some sort of hot rod seat, like Camaro. I mean, I know it's not Camaro, but you know what I'm saying? Like that same kind of profile, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, maybe like a van seat, you know, like a 70s van seat. Because this is more 70s style.
Yeah.
The van, the seat that would come in that would have been a lower back seat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I
Yeah,
would've-
these are kind of high, I guess, yeah.
Somebody told me, somebody texted me and said that you can actually get the seats for this van
Really?
out of the J.C. Whitney catalog.
Still?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, you can check out these mighty fine new Hoosier tires we got for Jim's vintage slot mags that came on the A100. These are the Hoosier Pro Street 27 10.5 15s, and I think they're going to be a great upgrade because they are super drivable. They are obviously 15s, which is great for any hot rod enthusiast, and the drivability is a 10 out of 10. So let's slap these on and take this thing for a drive.
Professional lug nut holder.
Some days they are. They just don't want to work. Ugh. Why me? This could quite possibly be my least favorite tool, like ever, but especially here.
Yeah. And then, so then I, the house is,
Yeah, it looks good. So,
You like it? I don't even want to say a cow, but because you got,
cowbell?
yeah.
It's still a cowbell. We need to get some gas.
No, I think we need some more cowbell. No, it doesn't work.
You're fired.
Thank God these are light. Oh, it's getting real now.
It's getting real, real. Whoa.
Pull the muscle.
That looks nice, dude.
Let's see how they look. How this looks on this side. Yeah.
Much better?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I think this is the right one. Since that one's in, I guess this would be the right one for this side, right?
Don't get it right. Get it running, right? Or whatever he says.
Well, it's an old Freiburger saying there, right?
Yep. James is performing CPR right now.
What is that?
Don't rub it on me.
All right, we need the pins, and then we're good. Because it just pins on the front. We're gonna go for a drive, and either things are gonna go really, really right or really, really wrong. See what happens. We got the hose ready.
You gonna go forward first so I can take this block out?
No brakes. No brakes.
What do you think?
I think it's amazing. Can't wait to drive it myself.
Well, he's a good test dummy, so.
Exactly. You got the dummy part right.
Damn, that thing is cool, dude.
It's awesome. Yeah, I hope those brakes work.
It looks like they are. You got a block on too.
Right, take the block out.
Yeah.
Brake don't work. Adjust that.
Yeah, you need to adjust them in the back, I think.
What's that?
The adjusters in the back. Because I collapsed that one all the way down to take it apart, so. Man, this thing is cool, man.
Yeah.
So what's your...
Up the idle just slightly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think we can take it for a ride.
Cool. We'll just get a screwdriver and bring one along anyways.
Yeah, but just like so.
So, you ready to go for a drive?
We might as well go ahead and try it. I think the brakes are going to be fine. I don't...
It looks like you only have front brakes.
Is that right?
Well, I mean, the whole thing lunges forward every time you hit the brakes.
That might be kind of fun, actually.
So if you want to do your burnouts, do it now. Because we do need to adjust those for Jim. Because I'm gathering you didn't adjust them at all, right?
Throttle response is really good.
Good.
All right, let's rock and roll.
All right. I think that's reverse.
Something we needed for his driveway.
Yeah, right.
Make sure we're not losing. We gotta pump the brakes, so I think we need to. We're gonna need to rebleed them. I mean, people have no idea how steep this hill is.
It's pretty bad.
Like, they have no idea. And every time we test drive a car and we put brakes on a car, like, you know,
Yeah.
we have to come down this hill and test it.
Remember with the scope clops, we're like, well, we're either going to have brakes or we're not.
Yeah. I don't really like the pedal.
It looks like you're using a lot of it. But we made it down the hill.
We made it down the hill. The one bad thing about having this padded thing is you always have sun visors. Man, that's brutal. Just cruises.
Well, I think we did it.
Yeah, rock and rolling. Let's see. Doesn't like second. Okay, we got some brake work to do. Oh, you know what? I never tightened that down.
Well,
That's timing on the run here. I've got to tighten that down. I was wondering what was going on here. There we go.
there you go.
Hey, this is weird. We
I
might have
know.
to get one of these.
I want one now.
Can we go buy the van? Can we go buy the van?
I kind of want the van after driving this thing.
Like $4,000?
But it's an automatic.
Oh.
I know. There's something about the 3 on the tree that's really cool.
I can't tell if the new shocks are helping or it's just the way it rides. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sitting here watching the leaf springs just go up and down and up. And, like, the shocks aren't doing anything.
How is it over there close to the bench?
Not bad.
Temperature's fine.
It is. It's truly a fishbowl. You'd think this being our third time taking the same route to test a car would be repetitive or boring, but really it's the opposite. I genuinely think it gets more and more special each time. We tested the skull clops on this route, we made it even farther with the 65 Vet, and now here we are in Jim's A100. Moments like these are truly what we live for.
40 miles an hour, speedo works. Nice ride.
I feel like I'm in a farm truck.
I think you are.
We've made it farther than the 65 now, too.
Oh yeah.
See, you got the heater on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. All right, bro. First time you get to drive this thing, man.
It's been about 30 years since I drove a 3-speed.
That's reverse. All the way back.
Right.
Up and all the way back is first.
Right.
Okay.
And then it goes.
And then it goes down in second.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah!
Cars, yes, are hunks of metal, but the magical thing about those hunks of metal is that they're responsible for some pretty amazing things. Cars have brought James and Jim back together in their lives, and cars are what put Jim back into mine. That's why we preach get wrenchin'. We are so fortunate that those words have quite humorously made this kind of stuff happen on a regular basis.
Perfect vehicle for wintertime because of the heater.
Ay, ay, ay. I don't know, this is a feeling I kind of like, even though doing this we don't have, that exact excitement of, oh, we bought a car for ourselves. It's like a completely different level of excitement. We feel like it's kind of hard to explain, but seeing this thing running down the road, seeing my dad and Jim in it right now is just, it's so good. It is so heartwarming, and I don't know, I can just genuinely tell that they're both enjoying it so much. Oh, snap. Oh, that thing looks so cool going down the road. Oh my goodness. Pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone and working on someone else's car 3,000 miles away from our shop was a gamble. I think a lot of the worry we felt came with the unknown territory that was the A100. This was the first one that we really got elbow deep into, and thankfully it paid off. We got to learn a ton of new things. Heck, I even got my first stab at driving a 3 on the tree.
Now down. There you go. And then straight back to third. You got it. I love it.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
Jim is smiling ear to ear.
He gave me the biggest hug a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he's so excited.
If you've been lusting after a car, sitting behind a fence, or dreaming of one that you want to build, go out there and do it. It usually brings some pretty unforgettable experiences. Now, Jim may not be the most emotional guy on camera, but I can assure you he was a happy camper after this one. Jim, we love you. Thanks for trusting us to work on your baby, relentlessly film you 24/7, and somehow still invite us back after all that. And thank you to JEGS, Holly, Hoosier, and to you guys for believing in our shenanigans each and every single day.
Good job.
Let's go home.